I need to find a way to make sure Little Nick has mana for his spells, whether that's buying mangoes or clarities or having a Basilius with the Hench, whatever you want to do. You definitely need that the whole time. He has a Soul Ring now, so that will be a big help.
6-minute rune, trying to be contested from Albino Zebra. He gets tossed in the air and will be brought down to Nightfall, who gets the first blood as the mid laner of this game for EG.
Sniper's life in particular miserable. You really need to be careful about this matchup. So overall, I guess most conditions later on in the game, I think EG...
Nightfall looks to be very dead. Assassinate is enough from DNM. Nice setup there by Albino Zebra.
The cooldowns have obviously shifted quite a lot with the enchant and the persuasion, so I think it's less clear cut now.
Uh-oh. Oh, Arteezy gets a bit blocked, but I think they'll find this eventually. Fly will take it.
Oh, he took the purge.
Okay, and inside Little Nick goes with that Starbreaker, so they'll at least get a trade. And in the mid lane, DNM getting soloed by Nightfall. Will he die to the tower? Pops the Fairy Fire and will survive. As Little Nick actually ended up dying to Arteezy on the other side. Oh, you dropped an item there, young man. Nightfall gets killed by Speed, and that's a shovel if they see it, and they will.
Yep, Albino's going to steal that, so +1 neutral item for the Radiant. Did that happen?
He didn't have a neutral item for a long time. Maybe it wasn't that. I mean, I might be exaggerating, but it was quite a while. As the Avalanche is there, Penitence to follow, and Crit and company. You can see Abed in his wolf form. They will be netting him and destroying him. Let's see if they transition to the tier 1 push.
What do you think?
We're going to have to hold that amazing mechanic thought from you, SyndereN. Arteezy.
He is.
But they want to clean up even more. They're going to get 2 kills out of this little mini exchange up here. So nicely done from EG.
Like the entirety of their lineup taken into consideration, I think AC is probably the best overall item.
We got the Centaur stomp onto Little Nick. The second one to come, but the TP support has come with the Sniper in tow along with Speed. You can see the Chakram, and yeah, Fly might have to be the sacrifice. Assassinate is there. So DNM and company doing a nice job of kind of countering this EG gank. See if they're able to contest. I mean, in terms of like the actual Roche fight, you got the hook shot for the potential steal. You got
T60 ping top here. Diffusal, no mana.
Yeah, Speed. He's going to get some heals coming in. Pops the wand as well. And Little Nick gets a nice stun onto Arteezy, who's going to turn his sights onto Little Nick instead. And Speed trying to run away, but Nightfall has come now. And inside the cogs, it looks like Albino Zebra does a nice job of separating Arteezy from the rest of the pack. So he's the sacrifice this time. Toss. Not quite enough. Speed still trying to buy a little bit of space here, but you can see in the bottom lane, Abed is just pushing the tier 3 tower as the rest of 5RATFORCESTAFF just trying to get the hell out of here. Little Nick into the trees.
Without any kills, this is still a major win for EG, but it could have been a lot worse.
EG grouping up. Still with that Aegis. Hook shot into the Solar Guardian. All right, they're going to get a 1-for-1 trade to start things out. Chen for Clockwork. As Little Nick forced to use his BKB, but he's getting chased by Arteezy. And Speed, speaking of getting chased, has the leash from Nightfall applied to him. Speed. Oh, is he actually going to get out? No, Abed is way too fast, but the timber chain to the other side. Nicely done. Some way, somehow he lives. As Arteezy continuing his rampage, deletes DNM. Has a mega kill. Looks like he might drop, but again, will be able to revive. The buyback now onto the Clockwork. As Nightfall just covering Arteezy. Oh, a big toss back. And this is going to be a dieback onto Albino Zebra. So EG clicking on all cylinders suddenly is Little Nick. Looks like he'll be next on the list. And just like that, it's a 4-for-1. We are covering NA. You need to understand NA culture at its best. As Crit gets out the Avalanche toss back into Arteezy's arms. And, okay, that is the concussive grenade, but you can see the Diffusal Blade is used to take out the Sniper in tow. Arteezy, though, getting kited, blocked off. Looks like he might drop. Indeed, he does. So, big kill for 5RATFORCESTAFF, but Crit comes back in, deletes Albino Zebra, tosses back Speed. And it looks like Nightfall and company actually get more aggressive here. Not sure if they want to chase into the actual base, as the Starbreaker will connect with the BKB just in time from Nightfall, continuing to chase Giant. Well, he'd probably taste them too, because it is a deer, which we both had, and it's very delicious. But either way, leads to yet another kill for EG.
Crit.
EG increased this to an 8K lead now, as Crit is going to get hook shot. It's off the Avalanche, but here comes the Solar Guardian, so it looks like Crit is done. And the rest of EG, not sure if they want to fight. And Nightfall getting very close to a refresher orb already. That's going to be really interesting to see how good of a timing that is.
That was not what he wanted.
Albino Zebra is just dead inside his own cogs.
He was trying to hit Tiny, who sidestepped it, and then he hooked Roche. That sucks.
Roche is a very powerful creature, unless you're a bear, because that makes sense. Bears overpower whatever the hell this thing is. That is a second Roche for EG. Other than that, the main initiation still seems quite reliant on just that, the hookshot from Albino Zebra. Catching Nightfall. Solar Guardian to follow with the BKB from Nightfall, and now the chase onto Little Nick. Pops that plasma field, and he is doing so much damage to Little Nick. Gets off that Starbreaker, but only connects with a couple of right clicks, so he falls very shortly after. As Arteezy, not scared of anybody, has the BKB. And still with the Aegis and everything in tow, as DNM is going to be next, and this is looking like the beginning of the end of game number 1, EG. They have the push potential.
You really like when you see the potential that 5RATFORCESTAFF have when they get to initiate the fights like this. Obviously, the BKBs are becoming a big problem for them as well. It shuts down their timber largely, but it's just got to be miserable playing Sniper.
Yeah.
It's just not having a good time at all. He did opt for the Pike, by the way, so he double dipped on Escape, and it just still doesn't really matter.
Yep, so that's 2 sets of racks, and going for the third. And I don't know if they're going to be able to stop this. The toss back again, nicely done from Crit, as they're able to clean up speed very easily. The Enchantress is next. Little Nick has to walk away with that BKB activated. And the buyback did come from the Timber Saw, so speed. Looks like he might be able to get the Aegis, but only a range racks remains for 5RATFORCESTAFF. As you can see, the Wolves continue to apply some pressure there. Not sure if EG are going to continue on, as the hook shot's going to keep Nightfall in the base. He buys his Shivas before he drops.
I do believe, at least. Did he buy back? Maybe he didn't, actually.
Well, Enchantress is dead.
Oh, well, what do you know?
Fury swipes. Good ability.
Yeah, this is another problem for Sniper. Even if you have these 2 escape, now that Ursa has Basher, he can actually still kill you. You can die before you get to react if he bashes on one of the 2 first swings when he blinks in.
Yep, the battle is on. Speed has to be careful. He needs to Timber Chain away, but inside the cogs, nicely done from Albino Zebra. Saves Speed for a little bit, but not going to be long enough. Oh, wait, he actually Timber Chains away. Lil Nick, okay, they're layering the stunts quite nicely, so Arteezy takes a tumble. And DNM, nope, he's going to get Avatos into Oblivion, so another kill on the Sniper. As Albino Zebra trying to TP out, but will not make it. Other heroes that kind of jump him, which is exactly what they have. So just a really good Ursa game overall.
Great use of that last pick for the game. They did take a lot of time before they picked their last hero, but well worth it here. The choice they made was super high impact.
Just trying to play as disciplined as possible, as Arteezy's back in 5 seconds, so expect them to regroup. And I highly, highly doubt they wait for the Aegis. His hookshot onto the creep, but Albino Zebra finds the space to get Nightfall inside of those cogs, who actually pops his refresher along with the BKB. And down goes Albino Zebra, no buyback. And this is where I believe 5RATFORCESTAFF will end up falling. Although DNM has nice high ground capabilities.
He's hitting them?
Yep, he's hitting them with that Dragon Lance. As Lil Nick somehow able to limp back to base. As Speed, it's actually been doing a pretty good job of not dying, if I'm being honest.
Yep.
In a lot of these engagements.
You know, EG have 32 kills, and he's died once on Timber. Usually when you get stomped that hard on kills, it's kind of more more spread across the board. But.
Yep, and Arteezy still chasing him. Oh my god, they actually found him. All right, you cursed him. He doubled his death since he started talking.
Slowly but steadily take down the towers with...
Crit. Has to dodge the assassinate, and Arteezy just trying to finish this one off in style. Now the Dawnbreaker gets off the successful ult onto Arteezy. But Lil Nick will have to hammer back to Fountain just to try to survive a little bit longer.
That was pretty brave from Lil Nick. If he got bashed there while his hammer was in the air so he couldn't converge, he could have just died.
Wow, very risky business when you're down mega creeps and about to lose the game anyway.
Yeah.
I don't understand that comment at all. That was a real analysis from you.
Yeah.
That was really risky. They're literally about to lose the game. SyndereN. Okay?
Oh.
That's what we're watching right now.
Oh.
As they are farming the fountain. Okay? They're farming the fountain. The Ancient is dying. The game has ended. No GGs. Interesting. EG versus 5RATFORCESTAFF. Game number 1 went the way of EG. These two teams are very familiar with each other. As Fly, he's going to get stunned up by DNM, and he's going to be brought down. So First Blood goes the way of DNM himself on this position 1 Svenny boy.
If I remember correctly, this was actually something that one of my teams as well played multiple years ago at this point. The Luna Dazzle Lycan strat, where you use the fact that you get... Oh, Little Nick is in big trouble here, by the way. He might actually just tick out. He's going to die to one more hit. He's dead.
He is taunting, though, so you know that he's not that upset about it. You can see Speed off to a pretty good start in the mid lane. 21-8 versus Abed's Puck, which is 18-2 as Crit. He's going to show himself mid. The nice shards blocking Speed in, but he's just going to TP out. Okay. Looks like the snowball is enough to cancel it. So waste to the last second so they can do as much damage as possible. Crit. I think they're trying to turn this around. Albino Zebra. I mean, if you can hit him with one tag team, that's another great counter to this hero.
That's the dream. So they get the kill, and Crit dies as fast as possible after, so that the experience in the mid wave goes to the Puck. Crit gets a full refill, and they gave away no experience. Giant is in big trouble. He's still ticking, right?
Yeah, he is.
He is fine because of the tango.
Yeah, Fly in the meantime, though. He's going to face the wrath of Albino Zebra. Gets off the Arcane Bolt. Pops the wand, and the roll in is not quite enough. A nice Lucent Beam, but Fly still dies to the Arcane Bolt.
Do you actually just replace God with Gaben in every spell?
Yeah, there's Hand of Gaben, Gaben's Strength, Gaben's Rebuke.
Gaben-like? Beyond Gaben-like?
Yeah, that's pretty good. I didn't think about that. Oh, DNM, okay. He had an ancient stack to take, so...
What do you call a goddess?
Gabenilla?
Alright, no.
I was just on the spot, Cinder. I don't have these names queued up ahead of time as Albino Zebra will be drawn.
Oh my god, it sounds like some sort of sweet vanilla replacement.
I thought you were going to say it sounds like a rapper. Lil Nick.
Lil Nick sounds like a rapper, okay?
That's
not Gabe Vanilla.
Abed to the low ground. Okay, Nightfall comes in with that shapeshift, just applying all the pressure to Lil Nick, but turns his sights onto Speed instead. That's a much higher priority target, and they rip apart that Nature's Prophet. And they're going to turn this into a tier 1 tower. So again, we saw this last game. EG, obviously with this push line, I want to get off to the right.
It can get nasty really quickly for a hero like Sven.
Yeah.
Okay, he's eyeing up the blink. Not sure how much I like that. I think he really needs... Oh,
we're going to see the punch. Lil Nick dead. Coil was expended for that as, okay, God Strength popped by DNM, so they're going to get a trade of sorts.
I'm a little bit worried that he doesn't have enough to just stand his ground, because the problem here is you jump in as Sven and you start the fight, you're going to get bullied out so fast by the enemy team if they just turn on you with everything that they have. Like, even if you have Warcry running, you should not underestimate just how insane physical damage this Radiant lineup has around that time that he gets the blink. So what I was thinking was to get either a BKB bridge item into BKB or just go straight for it now and then get attack speed, so that when the fight is on, you can stand at your ground and just deliver, and then rely a little bit more on the Earth Spirit to catch, or the
roll back in. Albino Zebra gets punched into the skybox. And they're going to find Giant as well. And it feels like every time this shapeshift is activated, there's just way too many creeps. Luna's not really ready to go high ground with an Aegis, so better to give it to the mid laner. Oh, Speed. Okay, they got the coil onto 2, but the instant silence as Puck finally the phase shift comes out thanks to the snowball.
And the grave.
He gets graved at the last moment as well. They're going to get a kill as a result of this. Still phase shift. Remember, he still has the Aegis anyway as Arteezy pops the Eclipse, and down goes Speed. Abed staying alive, but finally the Spirit Vessel ticks him out. So the Aegis is expended as DNM. All right, coming in for a little cleanup crew. Takes out Crit, but it's only 2 supports dead for EG as Abed and Arteezy potentially looking to chase DNM. But now that Nightfall shapeshifts down, looks like they're just going to reset. So Aegis, at the very least, okay.
Hang on.
Yep, Stormhammer is there. Is Nightfall. Pops the shapeshift. And yeah, DNM has to be very careful. Oh my god! He got the crit at the last moment. Holy jeez.
To just lay into a single target like that. That was dirty. My god.
And that'll extend the lead for EG to 4K as Fly is getting ganked on the other side. Mystic Flare's there. And no way to dispel this quite yet, but the Koi, he's going to stay alive. And they take out Albino Zebra instead. And they get another on top with a tier 2 tower next on the list.
Okay, I'll tell you something. There is something really satisfying about watching Lycan Dazzle kill supports. Just as annoying as it is playing against Lycan as a support.
Ready to go. Arteezy does not have BKB yet. He's going to show himself. There's the Eclipse. Giant is just dead. And the silence onto Crit, but it looks like Albino Zebra trying to find a way out. He is pretty speedy, but he's going to get trapped by one of the best Tusk, if not the best Tusk in the entire world in Crit.
Next item. So he's actually going Sanjin Yasha, which I don't know if that's really...
Interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty unusual on Luna, but sometimes it is the right game for it. I'm okay with it. I don't know if it's necessarily the best item, theoretically speaking, but it's fine. When they get the next row, that's when things
DNM. Okay, goodbye, Crit. Goodbye. He's not quite dead, though.
Goodbye.
Grave. And now the Eclipse to try to counteract this. Speed is going to be the first one to fall, and Crit survives. How is that possible?
Shallow grave, baby.
Man, it felt like they were playing a little bit more passive than they could have. Right, okay. BKB by Arteezy. He's going to stop a TP for Giant. And we'll get the kill as a result. And you can see Crit taking Albino Zebra in the meantime. And yeah, they're just dropping like flies as EG, now that they have the number advantage and the creeps to boot, they can take these towers super fast.
I mean, they could get racks here in 15 seconds. This is scarily quick. Let's see if they can mount a defense with the heroes that they have. Okay, maybe that's exaggerated. Maybe they don't actually get it.
Oh, Crit gets the Walrus Punch. DNM is forced to pop the BKB. Will get Crit in the end, though.
Okay, that is...
Speed with the Sprout. Okay, has the Shard now, so Arteezy kind of stuck inside.
It's kind of like not having Midas in a sense.
Okay, DNM punched into the air. He pops the BKB. Oh, the glaze bounce. That last one is enough. And down goes DNM. And well, SkyWrath was in the area, so he's going to die too.
Pretty much.
No buybacks for either of them. And when then Luna is in your base, this is what happens.
So to answer your boots thing on Lycan, I think the thing is, when does it feel right to buy it, right? Because no matter when you buy it, you're delaying another item. So maybe now you've got your key components, right? You've got Drum, Overlord, AC. Maybe now you can buy the boost. Because like, let's say you buy it after Overlord, then you're just delaying another teamfight item. Like that 500 gold doesn't make itself back that fast, right?
Crit jumps into the back, just trying to control Lil Nick as BKB's popped by Arteezy, and I believe GG's are about to come out as EG just completely overwhelmed 5RATFORCESTAFF with the push.